Thank you for listening. This is the Jake and Josh podcast. I am Jake.
And I am Josh.
And, well, today would be episode, 23
or 24?
I thought it was 22.
22 then.
Yeah.
So we kind of got away from this in the past couple episodes, but I do want to revisit it for a moment. We haven't been bragging as much lately.
We've been humble.
We've been humilified.
Humble brag.
But we are trending right now for well over 10,000 listens per 12-month period, which is impressive because we started and we were trending for no listens in a 12-month period. And at first, the numbers were very subjective for our overall listens because when we first started the podcast and, we put out our first episode, we put on, our personal Facebooks and Twitters, and I think a lot of our friends were like, whoa, what is this? And they clicked on it. And they're like, whoa, not this. And then they clicked
Anything
away.
but this. It's like when you see those pictures, it's when you accidentally click on something, share this page to support this kid who has stage 14 breast cancer.
As long as they don't show you the picture of it, I'm good with that. Just kidding.
The picture's the only reason I clicked.
Ugh. I want to delete people that either share It Works things or pictures of dead, mutilated dogs. And
I stay friends with them. I just unfollow them so I don't have to see their posts.
That's smart, and then they'll never know that you don't see their posts.
Exactly.
So, Jacob.
Don't use my full name here. Joshua.
I was in the car the other day, and I almost never listen to public radio.
Hold on. There's a pubic hair on your microphone. Let me get that for you.
And I gotta clean my pop filter. Wait, was it red? Just kidding.
I don't have red pubes.
You should. But anyways, I never listened to public radio, and I'm listening, and there was a radio ad that really upset me. There was Fifth Third Bank, which is a local bank in this area. I don't know if it's... Is it national?
Fairly? I know they're not in...
Fairly national.
Well, I mean that 21 Pilot song, they're fairly local.
Touche.
They're based out of Cincinnati.
Nice.
But I think they're more limited to the eastern portion of the United States, east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, even though we're Midwest, we're really east. I think we covered this once.
We touched on it.
We are in the East. We're in the Middle East. But anyways,
this improper fraction.
God dang it! That's the end of the story. But no, seriously, so their commercial was they asked the question, "Can opening a checking account cure cancer?" And I was blown away. And the promotion is you open a checking account, they donate $50 to cancer research.
Right.
One, if it hasn't been cured by now, it's not going to be cured. Think of all the miles walked, all the dollars paid, and we're nowhere closer to a final solution. I was going to play a final countdown there. Just kidding.
I'm glad you didn't.
God damn it. Now that you said that. Fuck. Oh, that's so annoying.
God
okay.
Damn it.
But yeah, I'm at first I was upset, but then I'm thinking that is the kind of logic I would expect from a bank that names itself after an improper fraction.
Do you know the...
That was not a soundbar.
Do you know the real reason why it's named that? It was two other banks that merged together.
Fifth Bank and Third Bank?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they go third, fifth? But then it's two compounding fractions.
Yeah.
It should be 3/5 bank for black people.
No, they don't want you to think. They don't want you to think that the bank is named after your interest rate percentages.
I wish I got that kind of return on anything ever.
0.3%?
Yes.
I get a 6% return on my 401k.
401k is different because it's investment.
You said in that
on
kind of return on
ever.
anything.
Yeah.
So
touche. I meant from a bank.
You set yourself up for failure.
Even if you get a certificate of deposit, I think you get 2% at the most.
The only time now that I actually use a CD.
Because CDs are dead.
Just like Harambe, rest in peace.
So yeah, to answer Fifth Third's question, I do not believe that the act of opening a checking account will ever, in any realm of reality, cure cancer.
Unless Bill Gates opens up 45 billion checking accounts.
And it'll be $225 trillion to cancer research. And at that point, if they don't cure it, it's incurable. Why can't people fathom that there could just be a disease that doesn't have a cure?
Yeah, like death. Can't cure that.
I was going to say death is the cure. Like, that's it. Let's go ahead and play our theme music. We're already about 5.5 minutes into this, so I think it's time.
See if you can spot the differences in this week's theme music.
Coming at you live from Building 7 in New York, it's the only show that always has its dick out for Harambe, making America okay again. It's the Jake and Josh Podcast.
And welcome back. If you guessed that there were 5 differences in that theme song, you'd be wrong.
There were more or less than 5. There were fifth-thirds of differences.
There were 5 differences on a third of the intro.
Jacob, use
Quit
your
fucking saying that name.
Jake. I want to initiate another topic. So,
Okay.
Did you know, and I know they've made like the price of cigarettes go up, and then you can't smoke within 8 feet of anything or anyone.
The planet Earth's atmosphere?
Yeah, you have to go like just above where Christine McAuliffe blew up to smoke your cigarette. Anyway. Too soon. All right, this is for her. Okay.
Do you know that they actually survived the explosion? They died on impact when it actually hit the ground.
Wait.
When it hit the water.
So they were still in it, alive?
Yeah.
Dang.
The explosion isn't what killed... I have the mic way too far from my face.
Hold on, real quick. It's funny that you say that because one of our more recently avid listeners pointed out the other day. They were like, who's the guy that sits in the back of the room and laughs? And I'm like, no, Jake just got really good at moving the mic so you don't like hear it clipping because it's so loud.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm in the middle of a laughing fit, I pull the mic away from my face so I don't blow your eardrums. It's a courtesy to you, the listener, because I care.
Because you care. God damn it. What was I talking about? Oh, smoking. So, a recent study showed that in U.S. prisons...
Prisms. Did I say president again?
God damn it. In U.S. prisons, ramen noodles have become the #1 currency over cigarettes.
That's awesome. I mean, 1, it means that our prisons are healthier than our education systems. And 2, something finally surpassed prison rape.
Well, that's what I was wondering is, do they count sex as a form of currency? If so, then that study finds that ramen noodles are better than fucking good.
Sex.
Yeah. Additionally, cigarettes are called squares in prison populations.
A square is just one
cigarette. Yeah. And now when they say squares, they mean 1 square of noodle brick.
They cut it into chunks. They give it to you. You can get like a 5th.
You know what's weird? So I used to live in a poorer neighborhood, and one thing I saw a few people do, and this always freaked me out, is they'd open the pack of ramen, they would take out the seasoned packet, they would open a seasoned packet, sprinkle it into the ramen, and then crush up all the noodles and eat them like flavored chips. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
That's so weird to me. What is wrong with that? Other than everything.
Yeah, especially because before it's cooked, ramen has the consistency of packing peanuts.
Hold on, let's do a little disclaimer for the listeners. We're going to burp and or cough and or fart a little bit more than normal. We just had Burger King.
Yeah.
And like, for me personally, one of my Whopper buns was like coated in flour. And
also, disclaimer, don't get the Cheetos Chicken Fries. They're not that good.
I can't believe you got them in the first place.
I mean, I like to try new things.
Man, First off, there's nothing inherently unique about Cheetos cheese flavor. It's just cheese.
It's not even cheese. It's chemicals made to be like cheese.
Okay, it's just cheese-esque. But, like,
Cheese-ish.
what makes Cheetos Cheetos...
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What makes Cheetos Cheetos is... It feels weird saying that word
The fact that
redundantly.
they can be made in a lab
And they're
with
just
a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off.
no uniform shape, and they're crunchy.
Yeah.
Versus chicken fries, it's just a chicken fry coated in cheese.
In Cheetos dust.
In Chust.
In Chust we trust.
So yeah, I can't believe you did that. But I have severe cotton mouth due to my flour intake that just happened, and other than that, we're gaseous.
All of the gluten that they take out of the gluten-free foods ended up on the bottom of his bun.
And I still ate it because I like to appreciate all the other buns I'll ever eat, and so I have to have like one bad bun.
Yeah, I have the same opinion on women's asses.
Bad. You eat them. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. The things I would do to not ever have to eat an ass.
You and I have different priorities.
If I had to like bang 3 guys in the ass to guarantee I never have to bite my mouth on an ass.
On an ass.
On an asshole. So I know like an ass is a multitude of things. On the actual
the
sphincter,
whole ass.
I guess my ultimate, this is why I'll never eat a butthole. And I'm guessing here, but I think if my tongue touched a sphincter when the muscle moved, that would be the end of me. Like, I'd cut my tongue out and I'll just talk like this forever. I could have just deep throated the mic and done the same thing, but I didn't.
And you gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Is that a line from a rap song?
No, I think it's a meme.
I was going to say, it sounded like a line from a rap song, and we haven't talked about rap yet, and I thought we were doing great.
I snuck in a Dr. Dre line like a minute and a half ago.
Bullshit, what'd you say?
I said...
something about Cheeto dust?
I forget...
In Chust we trust?
I forget where we were going, but I said they could be made in a lab about the Cheetos, and I said with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off.
Oh my fucking god!
You didn't even catch it. I was so smooth.
No, because I, like Eminem, forgot about Dre.
Oh Jesus! Sorry,
The good old days.
I took the Lord of Dairy Products name in vain.
I think I say Lord of the Flies because I hate that book.
Lord of the Chicken Fries.
Whoa, that could be even worse than the original.
Piggy would be the spokesperson.
Probably not Miss Piggy, but the other Piggy. What else should we talk about?
Well, I think I don't do a lot of conspiracy theory subscription.
Right. If you actually follow the show, that's my dad. That's the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, but I'm slowly developing more of an appreciation for the theory that Hillary Clinton is the one we see in public is a body double.
Do you think the real one's dead, or what's wrong with her?
I think, and this is the main theory, is that she's in much worse health than is being let on. And the Hillary Clinton that we've seen on the campaign trail is a body double.
But then okay, so let's say if she's in worse health, I would assume if they're willing to do a body double for now, their thought is she'll recover and be fine and no one will ever notice.
I think at this point in the election cycle, we might be more likely to see Hillary Clinton drop out due to her health than anything going on with like her illegal activities.
That's interesting. Do you know health-wise, like what's wrong with her, or allegedly?
According right now, she has pneumonia, which is the explanation for why she like fainted at the 9/11 memorial and like had to be helped into the car. But there's been other pictures of her campaigning. Like she was going up to like a house, and was like going up the steps and had to be helped up the steps to the house.
Man.
Like men on each side of her helping her up the stairs. And then like.
And pneumonia does this?
No, like that was like that's been months ago. The helping her up the steps part, but the pneumonia thing is recently. They're saying that's why she like fainted at the 9/11 memorial is because she came down with pneumonia. But do you remember at the national convention when her and Bill came on stage and she did, like, her face got like real weird when they dropped the balloons?
I thought that was just her face, but yeah.
No, she like looked like there was something wrong with her. When
maybe her parents were killed by balloons and it was bringing back bad memories.
Maybe she really hated the song 99 Love Balloons.
It's 99 red balloons. Don't do the German version. You'll lose our listening base.
Or maybe we'll gain a whole new version of the right race.
Yeah, they'll really appreciate all the times they said Hitler had a point.
Which was 0 times we said that on the show.
Really? I thought I talked about it.
I don't know. I forget.
When we talked about eugenics. No, I never did. But this, like, we'll get back to Hillary in a moment.
Hillary.
Whoa. Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clitler.
Jesus. Whew. Okay. So maybe we've talked a little bit about in the past how, like, if you're weak or have like really bad allergies to stuff where it could kill you, you should die to not like keep that in the gene pool.
Yeah, so we can weed you out.
Like, I've always felt like Hitler had a good point of cleansing the human race. However, he thought Aryans were the only way to go.
Right.
I think at this point, half Aryan, half black.
That'd be like the perfect mix. Everyone would have the same like golden brown skin
and yellow hair and blue eyes. They would look like
Super Saiyans.
Or have you ever seen the movie? This is a very specific reference. Have you ever seen the movie A Guy Thing? Have you ever seen A Guy Thing?
Yeah. Have you ever seen A Guy's Thing?
I've seen. It had Jason Lee in it, but there's this moment where he gets mugged by a police officer that's like harassing him, but he can't tell the police who mugged him, and so he's given the description of like, he's like, it's either the blackest white man or the whitest black man, and he had a gold tooth and a scar over his eye, and he just gives all these very specific
red
things.
hair and freckles.
Yes. Well, I think it was it red hair?
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought it was
because who he described ended up being Blake Griffin.
Might as well have been. But the cops find a guy that looked just like him, and I thought it was blonde, and that's what made me think of the Aryans mixed with black people, but it was red apparently, so...
Blake Griffin is the perfect human specimen.
I'm going to edit everything out that I just said, and it's just going to start with you saying, Blake Griffin is the perfect human specimen, and then we'll just go from there.
We should take all of Blake Griffin's genes and just stuff our women full of his samples.
Do you remember when like the viral story broke that he punched Justin Bieber at a Starbucks or something?
Yeah, that made me love him.
Well, it ended up not being true, but otherwise, I would have loved him. Is the NBA doing color rush jerseys?
I wish.
Okay. Are you sure Hillary Clinton has pneumonia?
That is what I
heard mono.
I don't buy it. Well, mono's the kissing disease, and someone would have had to have kissed her.
Maybe she kissed herself and got it twice, and then it could be called stereo. And because it's allergic, everyone around her would get it. It'd be called surround sound.
Good fucking God. I hate you so much right now.
I know. I've been like, most of the time whenever I have to set myself up for my own pun, I always picture like volleyball players, and like one of them just sets the ball up, and the other spikes
but unlike in volleyball, you can't you can't touch the ball twice in a row.
Well, and with my sense of humor, it's really like the ball will land on the ground and just go flat completely.
Just like your joke.
Can I tell you?
Oh shit!
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, can I tell you a personal revelation I had within the last week?
Sure.
So I feel like I'm on the cusp of acknowledging that I'm a grown-ass man.
Okay.
But I'm not completely there yet. But one thing I realized
Me
is...
either.
Seriously, I always thought like you're 21, 22, and you're just there, but...
I'm 26.
I'm 27, and I still... Sometimes I take a bath, and I let my dick float to the top of the water, and it just makes this little island, and then I like pretend that people are trying to get to the island, and I'll never be a grown man.
Dick Island.
Dick Island. But anyways, what was I saying? Personal revelation. So all through like high school and the 3 weeks I did of college, I couldn't find parking one day. I was like, fuck this place. No, I always viewed myself as a procrastinator, and it's so weird because once you're done with school, you really don't have many avenues in which you can determine like the labels you have for yourself. It's really just work.
Yeah.
And that's it. But at work, I wouldn't procrastinate because other people are always there to hold me accountable. So I never had that issue.
Right.
So I've always kind of like hung on to the idea that I'm a procrastinator. Like I'll do something, but I'll wait, and then the last minute I'll fucking do it. But in the last like year, well, really like the last like 6 to 8 months, I don't procrastinate. I just don't do the thing.
Just lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Seriously, I don't handle my responsibilities, but I'd always be like, no, I handle them. I just wait until the last fucking second. But like,
I've read studies that say that people who are lazy are some of the most intelligent people.
dude, I could get that because, well, okay, intelligent and impulsive. Because my other thing is, like something, did I already tell you what glitch art is?
Yes.
Okay, so for our listeners, and this is kind of a complicated topic, but glitch art is...
I never was able to get it to work.
Really? Did you use Notepad or Note?
Notepad.
Huh. I'll show you after the Colts game.
All right.
But anyways, so
I can't wait to see
conceptually...
the picture of your dick pic glitch art.
my dick island, and it's all glitchy. But essentially the way it works is you take an image, and most people understand everything on a computer is ones and zeros, and it's all code. But anyways, you take an image, and you open it up in Notepad, and it'll be like this hundreds of pages of document of like a code that makes no sense to you whatsoever. You delete a portion of the code. Doesn't matter how much, doesn't matter where, because the point of this is randomosity.
Randomicity.
Randomnimity. Anonymity.
Anonymity. Anonymity. Did I say president again?
I had to fit it in the middle because
Jesus.
that's what she said. But anyways, okay, so you delete a portion of the code, and then you save that.
Serendipity was the word I was thinking of then.
That's a really good John Cusack movie. I know I'm a little gay.
Cusack.
What'd I say?
Cusack.
Did I say president again? Okay. But then you save this code that you've taken a piece of out. You've taken a piece out of. You save it.
You've gotten a piece.
You save it as an image file again, and then you just reopen it as an image. And about 80% of the time it works, but it'll alter the image in a way that you obviously have no idea what it's going to do. And I found out about this one day, and again, the original point is I'm smart and I'm impulsive, and that's why I don't get shit done.
Self-proclaimed.
I mean, yeah, but I'm also right, so... I found out about glitch art, and I only did that for 6 hours. But it was so cool, because you would take an image, and like at this really cool Rick and Morty like photo, but it was of the Last Supper, like Jesus Christ, and it was all the characters from the show. And I did the glitch art to it, and it like cut the right 1/8 of the photo, put it on the left, cut the image in half, and it made the top half purple. And I was like, whoa! And I got lost in that for 6 hours.
And then you never thought about it again until just now.
Actually, yeah, that is true. It's the impulsivity of my anonymity.
I do that a lot of times with new video games.
Like you play it.
I'll be like, man, this game looks fucking dope, and I'll buy it. And then I buy it, and then I download it, and then I play it. I'm like, oh, that was cool, and then I never touch it again.
Dude, another way we're similar.
It's like when I first meet a girl and she touches my penis for the first time. It's also the last time.
I did well. Okay, I don't do that with women because they don't normally come over. You have to like pay them and stuff. Did you know that hookers call their clients Johns?
Yes.
I just thought they were always forgetting my name. I found that out this week. No, but I do the same thing with video games. Like I'll buy a game, I'll play it for like 10 minutes, and I'll be like hooked on how cool it is. And then like 10 years later, I'm like, when did I get Ridge Racer 64?
Mine's more like man, I can't wait to play The Witcher 3. Load it up, play it for 5 minutes, and I'm like staring at like all the scenery and like how good the game was.
Yeah, because you played it in like HD.
And I was like, man, this is really cool. Like, okay, time to play Madden. And so I'm like, I play a lot of games on PC because I get a lot of Steam sales, so I buy games that are way cheap. I buy games like I'll wait if a game comes out. I'm like, oh, that looks good, but I'll wait till it's cheaper so I can play it because it's not like a game that I want to pay $60 for.
Right.
So I get them on PC and then I'll play them. But I probably have 20 to 90 games on my PC.
Love that, right?
that I've started, played 10 minutes of, really enjoyed, and then never picked up again.
See, okay, maybe not with...
Well, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
There's a game called Besiege on Steam.
Wait, one word or two?
Besiege. Besiege.
Okay, that's why I asked. Is it besieged or besieged?
Besiege. No D. Just called
You don't
Besiege.
like the D?
Yeah, you get the D later.
After you play with it, you get the D.
But the game, like essentially the concept of the game is you're supposed to build these like medieval like war machines essentially.
Is it like Clash of the Clans? Okay.
No, this is...
Did I say clowns?
Clash of Clowns.
Clash of the Clowns?
Clash of Clans. That would be a terrifying game.
Jesus. Okay, so Besiege. No D.
No D. But you play the game, so you're getting you're only using medieval like parts like wood and like iron and shit to build stuff. So you can build like catapults, trebuchets. People built like a bunch of real creative shit where like for example, there's one that like goes up, and closes around the enemies, and then a like scorpion tail comes up and like burns them.
Jesus, who the fuck made that jigsaw?
But shit like that. So I was like, man, this game looks really cool. I'm gonna do all that shit and build all that shit. I built a wall that fell over. I was like, oh, that was really cool.
So a mousetrap.
It rolled, and then there was like a big wall with spikes on it that I just let go of and squashed people. I was like, man, that was really cool. All right, time to play 2K.
I feel like, and mine extends beyond video games, but I feel like you're a little bit like me. Like, I enjoy knowing I could do something. It doesn't mean I will ever.
I will.
Yeah. I had Sunshine Overdrive for the 360.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Or maybe for the one.
It's for the one.
For the one. For like a year and a half. Because it looked so cool when it came out, and I liked that it was an original concept, and then I just never fucking played it. But I enjoyed that whole year and a half knowing I could have played it.
Yeah, I'll sit at my house and I'll be watching reruns of SVU or something like that, and I'll be thinking like, well, I could probably go in my office and play literally any of these games that I have, but then I'd have to get up, and that's what discourages me.
Yeah, mine's not like not wanting to get up. It's just I'm very routine based, but again, I like knowing things are accessible.
I need to get to the point where all my video games can fit in the size of my iPad Pro. If I could do that, I would play all my games all the time. Because then I could just sit on my couch and play them.
I don't know how computers work, but can you make them zip files? Okay.
Make the whole computer a zip file. Be a really fucking big zip file. You can probably get a backpack for it, zip that up.
Oh my god. Here it goes. Starting next episode, I want to get the episode from, I want to get the sound from Price is Right when you lose something. It's like,
bum, bum, ba, bum, bam.
That one. That was I'll just fucking record you doing it.
I want to get, anytime we say something that's funny, but, maybe isn't rimshot worthy, I want to get Eminem's laugh from the Just Lose It song where he's trying to sound like Pee Wee Herman.
It's like,
yeah.
Was that good or no?
That was bad, but you sounded more like a clump than Eminem as Pee Wee Herman.
I was trying to be Louis Armstrong. I see trees of green.
You're like if Louis Armstrong had sex with Mama Clump.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Was that the Papa Hump? Papa Hump? Papa Trump?
Big Papa Pump.
No, wait, the clumps.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup.
Dude, what if... I always wish I was better at Photoshop or GIMP. What if we did Nutty Professor 2, the Trumps, and did like the many faces of Donald Trump, but like made one like the mom, one the dad. All right. If you're listening to this episode and you have the ability and time, don't do it.
I'd rather see somebody Photoshop Scott Steiner as one of the clumps. Because then we could have Big
Papa.
Clump.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I miss him.
Me too.
He was like my favorite WCW wrestler for like 6 minutes.
I used to always want that like chain helmet that he wore.
Yeah. It was like chainmail.
It was like a chainmail like beanie.
I mean, if you had to describe it.
Well, really, it was like a headdress more because it went down. Like,
it was a chainmail do-rag.
Yes.
I think it like tied behind his ears.
No, it like went down across his like neck and shoulders.
Man, he was like 5% knight.
5% white knight.
Oh, good callback.
Yeah. So let's see.
The next thing I have is I kind of want to talk about, and I didn't even write it down, so don't act like you know me. Wait, can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, we had a small glitch in the Matrix.
I accidentally kicked the soundboard.
The other day, I was driving, and I was using GPS, and I was supposed to turn on County Road 1000. And I know that technology will never be perfect, but my GPS said, like in 500 feet, turn left onto County Road 1000. And I was like, what? It can't recognize... And then I try to like justify why the coding in GPS may be predisposed to do that. Like maybe most areas the county road doesn't go to like in the thousands place. So it just like fucking panicked after it was like 900.
1000? I've never really had a bad experience with GPS because I turn off the voice feature. I just go where I...
Well, they have cool voices now. You can do Shaq.
Yeah, turn right. Yeah, 200 feet. Get some icy hot.
Tell me how my dick tastes.
You can get some Gold Bond when you go to Walgreens. Turn right. Big Aristotle tell you to turn right 200 feet.
I freaking love him.
You can buy some Shaq Noses sneakers at your nearest Foot Locker.
He still has in my top 5 favorite quotes by an athlete ever. One time he was ranting about how he goes, man, today athletes, and I'm not going to do it in my Shaq voice. This is more like my Muggsy Bogue voice. He's like, man, today athletes, there's so much about just money, money, money. And he's like, not me. I just want to drink Pepsi, wear Nike, and play basketball. I was dying.
My favorite thing about Shaq, and this was very underrated, was that every team he played for, he gave himself a new nickname.
Superman?
The Big Shaq when he went to Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one.
Jesus.
Like every time he had a press conference, he had a new nickname.
He just has a great sense of humor.
Yeah, I feel like...
Did you watch his Hall of Fame induction speech?
Fuck, no, I forgot.
Okay, it's 35 minutes, so it's tough to pay attention to something for that long.
His speech was 35 minutes?
Yes.
It was as long as his dick?
His dick is 35... It's so big we have to measure it in time.
As in time it takes to get to the end.
Time it takes him to roll it back up after he's done peeing. Man,
God,
I just picture he holds his dick in a giant fruit by the foot. No,
I figure he just wraps it around himself. That's why his belly's so big.
What's the bubble gum that comes in a little container and it rolls up?
Bubble tape.
Bubble tape. Like, picture a giant bubble tape container, or like something they keep a spare tire on the back of a Jeep in, and
you wouldn't get it. It's a Jeep thing.
Oh man. See,
you ever notice that every Jeep owner on their back tire is covered with like a Tasmanian devil logo? Every single one of them. Yeah. Every time.
At least all the females. Maybe the guys are bald eagle.
America.
Is the Mexican flag... What bird?
No. The men all have that one like hippie smiley face.
Yes.
That's the one that all the men have.
What bird is on the Mexican flag? Is that a bald eagle?
I think it's a golden eagle.
And it's eating something. Shaq's dick. Sorry. I got carried away on
I think it's eating a snake. So Shaq's dick.
I always thought it was a bald eagle. I was like, that's weird. Like, we have the same animal that represents our country, but they put theirs on the flag eating something.
Yeah, but it's
probably more intimidating.
I bet the bald eagle probably came over from Mexico, too.
We got to build that wall higher so they can't fly over it.
High enough so the birds can't get in. Not only is Trump going to build a wall, he's also going to put a giant... he's going to cover the whole country in chicken wire.
That would be cool. I don't hate that idea.
No more plane takeoffs.
The other day, I was like, if
No
he's
more
going to do
rockets.
a wall for Mexico, he should do a moat to keep Africans out. But then I was like, oh, yeah, the Atlantic.
The oceans.
Yeah, that's the moat.
It's not a moat because it doesn't go all the way around.
Technically, it does.
Not specifically around the country.
Yeah, touche.
Instead of the wall, they should just dig a trench along and let the Rio
like
Grande.
another canal?
Yeah,
Could you imagine? Have you ever seen...
the Trump Canal.
I'll be a nerd for a moment. Have you ever seen how the Panama Canal works?
Yes, it like raises.
There's sections.
It's like steps.
Yeah.
And like it raises the water level, and then you move over to the next part. Then it drops you. Then you move over to the next part, and then it drops you a little bit at a time.
Yeah, and it takes forever, but it saves a shitload of money. But I thought that was so cool how they engineered that.
Especially when did they do that in the 40s?
No, before that, Teddy Roosevelt was behind.
Fuck.
Yeah, 1920s.
Shit. Right after the women voted.
I was trying to think of a funny correlation, but really, there's nothing. Women could vote, and we built a moat. That's about all I got.
Somebody got motivated. Honey.
Moat evaded.
I could just imagine. Honey, you know it'd be great if we could get to South America a lot quicker. Yeah. Let me do something about that.
Wait, no, they'd be getting to...
No, the Pacific Ocean a lot quicker.
Yeah, there we go. That makes sense.
From Africa.
Can you imagine before that, water travel, they had to go all the way under the southern tip of South America? What is that, like Argentina?
Cape Horn.
Is that?
Yeah,
I thought Cape Horn was Africa.
Oh, wait. So Cape Horn might be Africa. Then the one in South America is the Cape of Good Hope.
Whoa, I think you're right.
I always get the two mixed up.
I'm trying to think what country's on the bottom of South America, though. Argentina or Chile?
Chile goes all the way to the bottom, and I think it's like Chile and then Brazil kind of meet up at the bottom.
Gotcha.
Chile or Argentina at the bottom.
I mean, that's like Arctic waters, though. That's
close to it.
Yeah, super weird.
I bet it's still kind of warm.
Penguins definitely live there, so I doubt it. Like emperor penguins live in southern South America.
Well, I mean, any animals can adapt to live in different environments. There's monkeys that live in like the snow-capped mountains of China.
That's not true.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to Google that after I beat Ridge Racer 64. That's called a callback.
South Park Rally.
Trying to think anything else. Oh, one other thing that bothered me this week is the NFL season has started, and so there's a lot more. Well, that didn't bother me. There's a lot more NFL commercials, and the big thing they're trying to like NFL is always trying to be like the good guy, and they're pushing this year,
even though they're evil, they're evil villains.
Well, just Goodell.
Yeah.
Roger
Baddell.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
All right, shut up. They're really trying to push like the athletes that also got a college degree and like stressing the importance of an education.
The athletes.
The one athlete. No. But what bothers me is all these commercials will highlight players and then they'll be like, I got my degree in communications.
I also got my degree in communications.
That's like the degree you get if you just need a college degree and don't want to learn anything.
That's like, I think every female I've ever met that went to college, their major was psychology.
You mean communications?
No, for women it's psychology.
And then for men it's communications?
Yeah, men it's communications or physical therapy.
This is true. But there's got to be some NFL players that actually like developed an educational passion. Like I know Andrew Luck went to school for architecture.
Yeah.
And so he has his degree in that. And he like had a hand in helping design something for the Children's Museum here in the city.
Yeah.
And it's like, show that if you're trying to show like the importance of an education.
At least put him in between two people in the commercial that got communications degree.
Yeah.
I got a communications degree. I have a degree in architecture. I got a communications degree.
You should be like, I have a degree in architecture. I have my own book club, and I still own a flip phone.
And I have this awesome neck beard.
Oh, it is nice.
I hope he lets it grow out again this year.
He probably. I mean, I can't fathom he would.
That's my favorite luck.
I wish I could grow a head beard to cover that bald spot.
Poor guy. We went to the Colts game last week. You could tell without a helmet from like even up high that he was starting to go bald on the back.
We were 6 rows from the top of the building. No joke.
And we could still see his balding spot.
Yeah, he's gonna look
Poor fellow.
weird, and he could afford hair. Like
Right. He could
Do
afford
they
it.
make veneers for individual hair follicles? Like, I don't know how that works.
He could do whatever Hulk Hogan did to his head to make people think he still had hair for 25 years.
Wear a do-rag? Just,
Be racist.
I don't know, but on a serious note, like, I feel like the more important part to getting an education is having something you're interested in. And
Yeah.
that's what they're not teaching kids.
Maybe a lot of these guys that played football, because they played football, that's the only reason they got into these schools. And maybe communications is an easier major for them to kind of fake their way through.
I mean,
I'm not
for sure.
I don't want to discredit the entire communications field, but maybe there's not like a lot
But we
of...
can discredit most athletes.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet Johnny Manziel went back to A&M so he could be in communications.
I mean, and they're probably like justifying it by, well, after I'm done the league, I'll be on ESPN.
Yeah, but you were going to be there anyway, Chris Carter.
His passion early on in his career was drugs
And alcohol.
and fucking Buddy Ryan. Okay. I like jokes like that because I know you get it, and like the two listeners that actually know Buddy Ryan, the Chris Carter situation, and like him getting cut from the Eagles, they'll be like, "Damn!" Everyone else will be like, "I'm not googling that."
You should play the O soundboard now. No, don't do it now. That's what they're saying.
Oh,
They'd be saying, "Oh, you should have played that O soundboard part then." Don't do it.
it's only because I didn't play it in time.
Oh, okay.
So we have about 3 more minutes. The only last.
Yeah, this is gonna be a shorter episode.
Yeah.
We're coming up against the clock.
Seriously. The only other thing.
We're between a clock and a hard place.
So again, we're trending for like 10 to 12,000 listens per year, as of now. We're about to hit our 5,000 Twitter follower.
Yes.
We have our own website, Jake and
We're slowly
Josh.
catching up. Our Twitter followers and listens might overlap soon.
Whoa, that's weird to think about. If we ever hit a point where we have more listeners than we have Twitter followers, that's incredible.
Yeah. I would pee my
but
pants.
you're right.
I'd pee my pants with excitement.
Jesus. Jake and Josh podcast.com is our website.
.com.
We have a blog which will rotate between regular topics.
We have a dog with a blog.
And then we'll do cult stuff like our other formatted show. And then there's you can actually watch. Well, I guess
You can watch
it.
SoundCloud play the episode for you.
Yes, you can listen to it. There's also the download button, so you can just save it for later. And a download, I found this out, does not count as a listen.
Oh.
So you better motherfucking
Click listen first.
for free.
Click listen, then download.
Hillary, click listen. Hillary Clint.
Hillary Clisson.
Hillary's dead.
You can also follow all of our various social media.
Yeah, we're
links
Facebook,
on the website,
Instagram. It's all on there.
Twitter,
I did enable it now. People can
Live Journal.
people can comment with like your Facebook profile. You can comment on the blogs if you disagree with shit. Which no one's trolled us yet, but it's coming.
It will.
I think that's all I got. Jake, do you have anything else? You have 90 seconds. This is your moment of fame.
All right. I would just like to thank the Academy. And I'd like to thank myself. Without me, I wouldn't have anything. Okay, love you.
Bye. Wait, hold on. We got to redo it. Other way.
Fuck.
I have to say bye first, dick.
Damn it.
Goodbye.
Love you.